Hi. So I wanted to challenge myself to just come on live for a minute. And you can see I can't even decide how I want to wear my hair. But the reason I wanted to do this is because I watch so many people's YouTube videos where they're perfectly curated, and I think it's beautiful. But when it comes to producing my own content, it is absolutely exhausting. So I want to tell you that we are sitting in a cozy, curated corner of my house. It does not all look like this. This is just a few things that I fell into. Recently, I decided to put some pillows on the floor, and it's a nice vibe, but I don't want to even pretend like it's all together here. It's wonderful, but it's not. I definitely have my doom piles waiting for me beyond the camera. Um, and I have this chatter in the back of my head now. I feel like I have to explain everything that I just said, and that's exactly why I'm having myself do this. So anyway, who am I? I'm Portia. If you have not met me before, I'm the author of Hustle Flow or Let It Go, a guide to shame-free wellness that honors your reality and gives you life. And I created this playlist to talk about what my life is really like on my wellness journey. And I think this is a really good example. I am in a beautiful spot, and yet it is so hot right now. I can barely think. There's someone that is periodically racing down the street, so you're going to hear that noise from time to time. I just have a little bit of time to relax before a board meeting, and so I'm actually sitting here doing a lifelines photo. So well, what do you call it? Words are really hard today. Cognitive processing challenges today. Um, this is a picture that I'm working on. I don't know what to call it. Um, it has been an interesting time. It's actually the summer right now, so I am off from officially my responsibilities in teaching as a professor, and I have been navigating a blend of activities during the summer. My book is coming up on 1 year next month. And so I am just kind of thinking through, what am I supposed to do for that? And one of the answers is creating more content. And I go spiral in a corner and I get really perfectionist about it. And I end up not creating anything. I've actually had this really great idea to do an adult summer camp this summer, but it turns out that one, I need to loosen up in my comfort in the camera so I can actually give people content. So I think this is perhaps counting as an adult summer camp activity because the whole idea is to take a break from adulting. And it's been a hard health day for me. Um, one of the reasons I wanted to record this is because I think it's easy but misleading to only show myself when I'm having a good day, and this has been a tough day. And so I thought this is a good opportunity to come on and just kind of talk about what things are like when they're hard. And since I feel like I'm starting to come through it, what does that look like? Can I use it to encourage myself again? So, this is the first video where I will acknowledge that I am starting to get some clarity around some symptoms I've been experiencing. Um, I've heard about POTS over the years. It is a condition, and I think it's called like postural, so posture, orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I am sure it's something like that. And in my case, what is happening is my blood pressure is going up rather than down very rapidly when I stand. And sometimes even when I sit, it's really just about changing position. And so this is hard for me to process because I actually have a desire to be more active right now. I started golfing a few months ago. No part of me wants to give that up for a few months. I'm being very stubborn. So I went this morning, and what I have to get through my mind is this idea that, yeah, you can go to the course. It's nice to get some sun in the morning, but you better sit down. You better sit down on a stool with a book, observe and learn from what other people are doing, and then occasionally you can stand up for a second and execute, and then you need to sit your happy behind back down. I'm not enjoying that at all, so I think I've been having a pity party today. And one thing about me is you have to know I'm going to allow myself to have a pity party. And the reason why is because I have pretty strong feelings when it comes to things like that. And so if I don't feel them and express them, they're going to come back 10 times harder. So I would rather have a day where I'm like, woe is me. I'm never going to get out of this. Why did that happen to me? I've been doing all the right things. Because once I do that, then I might start actually having some capacity to think about how are we going to move through this. And so, uh-oh, am I using the wrong color? I think it's the right one, but it looks green all of a sudden. No, I think I'm painting around it. All right, so here's an update. See? Very lovely. It's supposed to be meditative. I find it satisfying. All right, so where was I? I have spent hours today ordering groceries, and it was the most frustrating experience. Part of my journey with autism and ADHD is a nice side helping of time blindness. So I can say I'm going to do this and it's going to take 15 minutes and it ends up taking hours. And I had to process for a little bit afterwards that it's okay that that took up my time because me not fueling myself, me not taking the time in advance before I sat down with this video to grab my electrolytes, making sure that I'm having enough salt, which is weird considering that most of my life I've been trying to avoid having that. So I'm trying to find a balance there. Um, Processing when do I need to eat, what do I need to eat without getting perfectionist about it. All of that is a full-time job laden with decision fatigue if I don't take time to plan it out. So I'll explain more about that in a moment. I just got this feeling in my head that I need to pause for a moment, and rather than stop and curate a perfect video, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this for a moment and take a breath because that's normal. Maybe you'd like to take a breath with me. What I've been trying recently that's been helping a lot is 2 sips of air in and then a longer exhale out. It's one thing to tell people to how to regulate, and it's another thing to actually regulate with you in real time. Let me get a little bit of water before I go any further. You can hear my racer guy coming back. It's actually calmer now. That wasn't so bad. So, don't remember exactly where we left off, but I know that I titled this video Mental and Physical Health Challenges. And, oh no, I colored the wrong thing. It'll be okay. That's one of the reasons I do this. When I make a mistake, it's like, it's okay. You can't undo it. Just keep going. Get back on track. So, the mental health challenges I'm referring to, a lot of them have to do with dealing with autism and ADHD and perimenopause and life in this world. So, get in where you fit in, whichever boxes apply to you. But I'm learning that a lot of that is biologically driven for me. And so getting hard on myself for not executing a task correctly, taking more time, being avoidant, none of that is actually benefiting me. And so, one of the things I'm learning to do is just to accept this is the constellation that you're working with right now. I've been dealing with health challenges for decades, and sometimes I get annoyed. Okay, every time. Every time there's a new condition, I get annoyed because I'm like, really? Another thing? I just got used to the last one. Like, we just figured out how to navigate life. Why do we have to add more? But that's where I'm at, and that's my reality. And the sooner I get used to it, the sooner I can learn what my life looks like in it. So for now, it means scaling back with my Pilates classes, learning about these protocols that use shorter bouts of exercise and more horizontal. So, for example, if I am doing um, stretching or weights, I don't have to be moving from sitting to standing constantly like everybody else. I can stay seated or on my knees. And if I'm on the bike, I don't have to get up and out of my saddle. These take adjustments. Learning to take electrolytes with you. Um, Advocating for yourself when you're out. I was at a family event this weekend and it was so wonderful. And I did not have a good idea of my capacity, meaning when I'm out and about with people, I just tend to show up as the person I've always been. So if I am feeling connected and present that day, I'm kind of flitting around, which is easier for me than sitting still. So anyway, this wonderful event has happened. I've been active the whole day. I look at my cousin, all of a sudden I'm like, I feel empty. And he's like, what do you mean you feel empty? And I couldn't put it into words, but I just kept trying to explain, like, no, everybody's wonderful. I just don't have anything in me. And I finally looked at him and went, I need salt or electrolytes, I think I said. And fortunately, his mom understood what I was talking about and hooked up the Pedialyte. Um, that takes getting used to because I had been up on it earlier in the day, but I'm really not prepared for super long days out in the heat. Um, Scaling back how I interact with people, being proactive about protecting my capacity. These are things that I practiced before, but this is taking it to a whole new level. And I have to do what I can to take care of it because it is taking some time to get all of my testing done. And so I can't move forward in that sense. So I have to move forward with the things that I know I can do to protect myself. And so my job is to acknowledge the difficulties and do the best I can to accept my reality and protect my mental and physical health. Um, since those are the two we're focusing on, I don't want to get too broad here. So that means using the sane cycle from my book every day. As I slow down, try to be present and connect with where I am. A, acknowledge my reality, what's going on, what's real. Um, then I'm trying not to go any deeper. There's a whole book out there for you guys. Navigate with intention. What's the first step in the direction I want to go? What resources do I need to tap? What do I need to do to care for myself? And then I can evaluate and adapt. So I have been doing that every day to get through my day. And I'm realizing now that because I often struggle, I didn't think I struggled with looking into the camera on videos, but then I look at how hard it is for me to put in a video, and I'm like, ooh, maybe it is. Doing this has made me so much more comfortable talking to you guys. So this was just an experiment. I'm going to jump off now because I have 3 minutes before my board meeting. But I would love to hear how this format was for you. It was lovely for me. And maybe I'll see you soon and we'll chat some more. But let me know what you are doing to get a break from adulting. I'm almost done. Thank you for being with me. See you soon. Oh, I guess you can subscribe if you would like to see me again. That would be awesome. Thanks. Bye.